You're going to hear crows, something else, and I have an owl over in the one tree. You can see the mist. It's not showing up in camera as much as there is, but it's almost like a fog. Sunrise is going to be in a few minutes. I'm not sure how, it's pretty clear sky, but this mist and fog is pretty heavy this morning. Hey, Jennifer and Nikki. Hopefully as the birds make their noises, you guys will all hear it and pick it up. Cannot believe, excuse me, we're in mid-November. Hey Eugene, how you doing? Yeah, I know, 42 days till Christmas. This year has just flown by. It is, it's very nice here. I think today, hey Debbie, today I might take my camera and take up my walk. I take a walk about 1.5 miles. I try to do that every couple days around my area. There's only I think four houses on my area here. And I'm gonna film different portions of it and just do a short video, maybe 5-6 minutes. And then at the end, I'm gonna connect the photos from the wildfires that hit this area in March. We were super dry. We had 60 to 80 mile an hour winds that day. It was super high winds. And then we got some heat lightning, struck a pole, a transformer, which dropped it into the hayfield, which was dry because they didn't mow it last year. And then that's what started the wildfire. Within hours, they had 14 different fire stations here from all the different counties. We happened to be in Texas visiting my grandkids, and my son called because they're both first responders and they work for the fire company. And he wanted to let us know that there was fires going on around our house and that they'd actually pulled into our yard and pulled off into that field next to us. And then they were able to put it out. Thankfully, nobody lost a home. There was a gazebo that was lost. I think a shop was lost. You know, and a couple little outdoor wooden structures were lost, but no homes, no lives. I will put pictures up at the end of the video so you can see what it looks like now, how it comes right back. Nature's amazing. All the fields, a lot of the trees came back. A lot of them didn't make it, but many of them did. So probably after this, I'm gonna take my walk. Foraging, I did not. I kept looking and looking, and I did not have a good view of the northern lights last night. The night before, I did. They were great. Did not see them, unfortunately. Guys, if you'll excuse me for a moment, I need about 1 minute and 32.5 seconds. I forgot to bring my coffee out, so let me go grab my coffee, and I will be back in 1 minute, 32 seconds, 32.5 seconds. You can start the timer. Oh, thank you, Carol. That's awesome. Thank you. I'm looking forward to that. I'll start them in my hydroponics, and I'm going to try to do that video. And I want to email you later about the hydroponic the mini dwarf 2526. I'll be right back. Got to go grab my coffee. Sorry about that. It was actually 1 minute, 32.6 seconds. So I apologize. But got my Gone Squatch mug with my coffee in it. Hey, just asking for a friend. Hey, busy lady. Okay, I was kind of concerned, but there it is. Let me get over here just a little bit. Hey, foraging. Try to get that, trying to get a better view. Is my internet breaking up at all, or is it pretty steady? We've had a lot of internet stuff lately. Jennifer, I didn't see the question. Okay, I'm fine, but how's the video coming through, foraging? Sorry, that's just a joke. People claim that there's been the sunspots and the meteor shower and some electronic interference, like outside in the atmosphere, that's been affecting everybody's internet. But was it a chupacabra? Wendy, was it a chupacabra? Turn on the settings on your live chat. Yeah, I know somebody mentioned it last night, that's right. But I had heard somebody else say it this week, and it made sense because all week my internet has been kind of goofy, and I have really good internet for this area. We have a company that's really solid. Hey, whistle stop. What's everybody up to today? I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna try to take that walk and film some around my area and then show where the fire hit and how black and on fire it was when it happened, when we had the wildfires in March. I keep meaning to do it and I just keep forgetting, but I'm going to try to do that today. It'll probably come out over the weekend. It'll just be like 4 or 5 minutes. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see about the earthquakes. I wouldn't doubt it. And all these lives I've been doing the last 4 or 5 lives that I've done out here in the sunrises. I know there's Tinker Air Force Base. Yes, Wendy, last year we had a 5.2 that was up north, I think it was, and we felt it here. We could feel the house shake. And then we looked it up on the seismology place or whatever you can go to on the internet. And it said it happened literally minutes earlier. Yeah, I pick on Oklahoma a lot because I'm from upstate New York and then I moved to Texas. So I pick on Oklahoma, and I just joke because you know, every state's a little bit different, but Oklahoma has some beautiful, beautiful country, and it's not congested. You know, you got Oklahoma City, you got Tulsa, you got a couple other cities that are decent size, but not compared to like New York and California. They're not that big of cities. But so much countryside, ranch side, you can see everything, all different types of cows, and you'll be driving along and you'll see somebody that has an emu. There's some people right over the border here on Texas. They have a camel. They have a couple camels. They have a zebra. They got a couple exotic animals. It's pretty cool. Yeah, we felt the earthquake last year. We had a small earthquake, and we weren't in the area. We felt the aftershock that was further down south. Anyways, I was getting back to the Tinker Air Force Base, and I believe there's one just west of us, kind of towards, what is it, Wichita Falls in Texas. I think there's one out that way. But I'll tell you what, the last 4 or 5 days, the amount of jet activity, fighter jets, I don't know if that's a fighter there or not. He's pretty high. You can see that streak. During the lives, I'll have 5 or 6 coming from different directions. And then usually once every 2 or 3 days, we'll get that huge sonic boom because they run the Red River down here. It is right now about 52 degrees, so it's really nice. This is just perfect working weather, which I'm going to be in the garden here shortly. I'm going to start picking up all the pallets from the pumpkins. I've already got a better plan for next year. I have all of that cedar wood that was left, the pieces about 8-9 inches long. I have about 100 of those pieces from the fencing left over. So next year, instead of trying to lift pallets in there, I'm going to put down all those pieces, and I'll put each pumpkin on its own piece of board. AWACS in the distance, yeah. Yeah, I saw that the one day, the B1s they said were coming through, but you can see that right there. Oh yeah, I get people all the time. They'll tell me, I'll be talking to them if I meet them and down here, and they'll be like, "You're not from here. Where are you from?" And I'll tell them, and they're like, "Well, that makes sense." I was upstate New York, so I don't have the big, you know, the Brooklyn accent or the forget about it like Jersey. I do say that just as in fun because, you know, you got to make fun of people. You got to have some fun. You probably can't hear it, but I can actually hear that jet, even though it's way, way, way over there. And I'll bet you within the next 10 minutes or so, there'll be more. No, I don't have any kangaroos. Oh, there comes the sun. Look at that. If foraging is still here, what did you say? You said something about settings. Go into my live settings. What should I do in my live settings? If you have something I can do different, let me know. Was it yours or was it mine? Hey, boo. I think this weekend I'm doing a video. I'm gonna prune back my asparagus down to the ground, and then get my grass and sawdust on top of it to mulch it for help keep it warmer during the winter so they don't get so super cold, the crowns. And then I got to get some crowns in the spring and finish off the rest. There's something about the chat. Okay, I'll look into it. Foraging, thank you. I'll take a quick poll. Would it be rude if I walked over to my neighbor's house here and asked him to remove all of these trees, and then maybe get one of those trucks that can move houses and just move this house about 100 feet that way? Red birds. Oh, are they cardinals or are they a different type of bird? I was concerned that the sunrise was not going to be that nice this morning, but oop, okay, I got a better, trying to find the best location. Oh, there it is, right there. Right there. Yeah, yeah, dude, I'd love to see 75. That's a lot. I'm gonna have, I think when I'm done, probably about 24. That'll be enough for me because I'm the only one between my wife and I that eat them. My son would eat them, but I really like them. Oh, thank you, foraging. Yeah, it's, I found the sweet spot. It's right here. I've been over that way too far. Summertime, I go over there by my trellis because it comes up between the trellis perfectly. But as we get into fall, it kind of switches up to right here. But now I think I nailed it. Right in between the trees. Have you guys ever noticed? Let's do some let's drop some science knowledge here. You just heard the geese probably. Some geese just flew over. When you see geese fly in their V, when they're headed south, when you see the V, one side is longer than the other. Do you know the reason why the one side is longer than the other? Almost every time you'll see one side is longer than the other. Can someone explain why it's like that? No, it's because there's more geese on the one side than the other. I'm sorry. My father-in-law told me that joke a long time ago. Oh, don't tell me you're blonde. If I have to do blonde jokes, I'm gonna get in trouble. I do know, though, I've read, now whether this is true or not, I think I learned this back in school, was the head, the goose that's in the front, I guess they swap out during their flight quite often because they help, it helps cut through the wind better, I guess, aerodynamically when they fly in that V, and then every once in a while that one will drop back and the other one takes its place. I thought that was pretty cool. There you go, Wendy. Yep. I'll tell you what, it is hard to beat. Coffee. Let me see that. My coffee is like a sunrise in a mug. Look at that. I'm drinking sunrise in a mug. Is everybody setting up plans for the weekend, being that it's Thursday? What's everybody's plans for the weekend? Yeah, that's typical, Wendy. That's how it works. Look at that. Oh, that's cool. Baby shower. Oh, good foraging. Oh, early Thanksgiving, yeah. Our Thanksgiving's going to be kind of convoluted this year. We're going to try to do something the weekend after. We're going to Oklahoma City on the Sunday before Thanksgiving, and then getting up early, we take my grandson to OU for his surgery, and they'll get him all prepped. And then he'll be in surgery for quite a few hours, and then we'll be staying there at the hospital, near the hospital, for 2 or 3 days, depending on how he is reacting to everything. And then hopefully we come home probably the day before or Thanksgiving Day, but that'll be getting him settled back into the home, you know, getting his bed all set up and everything. And probably just throw some quick food together. I'll throw something together Saturday or Sunday because we're all home at that point finally, because they took time off, because they're both first responders. And they work 48 on, 96 off. So that all coincides that weekend where we're all together for once. So it'll be a little bit late, but that's cool. Got to get your pies and cookies baked. I don't know if you can see it, but way over there is another jet coming this way. Yeah, there'll be a whole bunch today, I'm sure. They've been ramping up a lot. We've had a lot. Oh, and there's another one over that way now too, in the same region. If you want to know my honest opinion about what's going on with the the military jets flying over my house now, my honest opinion is they know that Okies Eden just went over 800 subscribers about 2 weeks ago. And they want to see, what is all the action? Why is Okies the talk of the town right now? Why has he become an internet sensation all of a sudden? So that's my guess. That's why I think they're flying overhead a lot, because they want to just, they probably have the spy planes over top, you know, just checking on how I'm just exploding onto the scene. It's just like, you know, anybody that knows me knows I'm kidding. I've been talking that nonsense since I had 500. It is funny though. Once it's funny because when I hit 500, I hit like 505. And if you saw the video, I was out here working, doing a live, and because I was doing garden lives, and across, right, if you see this pole over here, that's about 500 feet from my house or so, maybe. Yeah, that's right. They're like, oh, they're looking for your secret garden. That's right. Right here, they're building a house, and they were setting that pole the one day when I just hit 500 subscribers. So I was over here working and then talking about my live, and they're beeping, beep, 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 backing up, making all sorts of noise with their drills and everything. And that's when I said, you know, they just want to, everybody wants to move around Okies Eden because I'm 500 subscribers and an internet sensation. So, and then sure enough, about a week later, oh, that's awesome. I'll tell you what, when you get to 2K and you do your giveaway, I will take your farm. You can give away your farm to me. I would accept it. This one time, I would accept it. That's going to be a really nice sunrise. You're not going to purchase pumpkins. You can come pick your own pumpkins. I'm not going to sell you pumpkins. They're right here. I've told my neighbors before, you know, if I'm not home even, you want a pumpkin, drive by. If you see a pumpkin in there, go grab it. I'm not going to. I like the fact that I've had multiple neighbors bring their kids over and they cut their own pumpkins. I'm going to, one of these days. That's what it is. That's what it is, Shannon. They saw the pumpkins. And they're like, what in the world is he doing down there? Next year, if, you know, there's no issues and it's a decent year for growing, I'm going to try to grow a couple hundred pumpkins. And next year I'll sell them for like $1 a piece. You know, my neighbors, I'll just give them to them, but I am going to have some days where they can come grab pumpkins. I believe it, Okie. I believe it, Okie grower. But yeah, next year, because I want to do the orange, white, black, blue pumpkins. And then, let me just show. So I have this whole field here too, next to my house. And I own over to like that tree. I own back further. I just don't mow it. But I own all over here. There they go. See? See? I just saw the guy wave at me. He gave me the finger, I think. That wasn't nice. I got more coming up behind me here. But yeah, so next year I think what I'm gonna do is I might put some planter boxes over here and then lay out tarps. And I'll try to grow maybe 100 pumpkins down this way. Oh my goodness, wait till you see this one, guys. Wait till you see this one. Look at that. I do believe I'm under attack. I'm glad none of them let loose because I would have been in the drop zone. I'd have to go take a shower. I'm in Oklahoma. It's not my shower day yet. I don't take my shower till December. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That's just an Oklahoma joke. We have a lake in our area. It's a 400-acre lake, and it's right over here. They're going to land there right now. and then they'll probably stay there for a while, and then they'll take off and start flying again. But yeah, somebody asked how many varieties I think. I didn't catch the whole thing, but I'll have 5 varieties next year. I had 2 this year. Here we go. I don't know. I've never seen this many. See, one side's longer than the other. You see that? Because there's more on that side. That's science. That's science, Mr. White. That's a Breaking Bad reference. Oh my goodness, where are they all coming from? Now I got another batch. See? Even the geese, now that I hit 800 subscribers, the geese are here and they're like, what is Okies doing? Let's go fly over Okies and then we can kind of just, you know, what is going on at his place? They probably are. Oh wow, look at that sunrise now. So I have Connecticut Field is the first ones I started to grow. That's right. That's right, Shannon. I saw you cooking it up in the kitchen. Now, if you shave your head and wear that goofy hat and sunglasses, I'm going to be worried. So this year when I first started growing pumpkins, this was my first year I did Connecticut Field. I guess from what I understand, they're the most planted pumpkin in the world, or in at least the United States. And so they're a really easy one to grow. So that's why I started with them. And then I believe it was Shannon, actually, from Us and Our Bunch, said, why don't you try the sugar pies for pumpkin pie? So I did. I planted a couple plants of sugar pies, and I was able to get, I think, 5 or 6 sugar pie pumpkins, which became pumpkin pies. And my daughter, I gave one to my daughter, and then she made a pumpkin pie. And then, so I had 2. And then this year, boy, I'll tell you what, it was either Broke but Bountifully Blessed, or it was Hearth and Home, Mural at Hearth and Home, sent me Black Knight pumpkins. So they're a black pumpkin, and then they sent me the white Casper pumpkin. And then I'm purchasing in the spring, I'm going to get some of the blue ones. I'll just get them off the interwebs. As we used to say when computers first came out, we're going to punch it into the computer and get it off the interwebs. And I'll get a package of those. So I'll have 5 varieties next year I'll grow. And in my main garden, everybody's kind of seen it. It's about 70 feet long in the one spot. So I'm going to run one huge row, one big mound down the center. And I'll plant them about every foot. But I'm going to go orange, white, black, blue, orange, white, black, blue, or some sequence like that. And then as they start to vine and grow out, I'm going to intertwine the vines. So when you come to the garden, and when I do garden lives, you'll see just different colored pumpkins everywhere. They're not just going to be in one area. There's going to be a mix. They're going to be all over mixed. And then I really want to see what happens with the cross-pollination between the plants. That's going to be interesting. And I'm doing videos right now. I did the one the other day. It should be coming out. I think maybe it already did come out. I don't remember now. But I planted my Casper white pumpkins inside. So one of the sprouts is now about 2.5 inches tall. One's about 1 inch tall. They're under the grow lights. And then once they get about 6-7 inches, I'll choose the one that looks the healthiest, remove the other one from the pot. I might even transplant it to a different pot. I'll have 2 if it doesn't take up much room, because then I'm going to make a trellis, and I'm going to keep it all trimmed back and pruned, and I'm going to try to perfect my pumpkin growing skills this winter, and then be able to translate that next year, hopefully, to a really solid, healthy yield. And then I'm doing videos, and I'm going to do a little playlist specifically for my indoor Casper pumpkins. So if anybody wanted to see those, and that'll include all the shorts I do that show them growing. I'm taking a picture every day or every other day, so I can do a montage from when they broke through the dirt, and then I'll just put it in a video and speed it up so you can actually see the growth process. I'm going to try to anyways. I meant to do that with the sugar pies, and life decided that I wasn't going to do that, so I was overruled. It's a beautiful sunrise. Not here in these chat comments, but I keep a running list inside and a pad of paper. In the comments after this goes public on the comments, if you want me to run your videos, your playlist, whatever, just go down there and put PL or playlist or whatever, and I'll run them. I just write them in my notebook, and then I put checks next to them as I run them, so I know who I ran and who I still have to run. Tonight I'm with my grandson overnight because my son goes into work tomorrow. My daughter-in-law comes home, so I will babysit him overnight. So the reason I say playlist, if you want me to run some, I go to his house, which is a second IP address, and I use my son and daughter-in-law's, their accounts, and I run people's playlists over there so they can continue to get more hours from a different IP address. There goes more. Look at them. Look at them go. They're going right into that. That reminds me of, what is the movie? Tequila Sunrise, I think it was. Was it Mel Gibson? That looked like that view from Tequila Sunrise. I think that was the movie. So yeah, second IP address and 2 other accounts that I can watch from. So and here's a little hack for you. If I'm sure the YouTuberverse, as I coined it yesterday, the YouTuberverse, when I go to Walmart or one of the other stores that has an electronics section, if you go to their tablet section and their computer section, they have their internet hooked up. And so what I've been doing is I go over and when I'm up there doing my grocery shop and I walk through electronics first, I go over, click on their internet, it comes up, I go to YouTube and I type in Okies Eden, and then I run a playlist while I'm shopping from their IP address. So I don't know how long it runs for. I'm assuming it continues to run. It might do one of those things, you know, where it gives you the message, do you want to continue? So I don't know if I'm getting 1 or 2 videos or I'm getting a whole playlist. I don't know, but I do it. So here comes the stragglers. There's 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh my goodness. I mean, this is just, I've never seen it like this before. These guys are crazy. I wish they'd, excuse me, I wish they'd fly over my garden and, you know, fertilize it for me instead of just flying over me. It's kind of rude of them. They're from the south. I thought that'd be better. Well, everybody, it's time for me to get this day started. I think I'm going to go take my walk. I'm going to film around, and I'll try to release a video that shows kind of the area that I live in, and then I'll show the wildfire photos. Because I'll be filming the areas that were wiped out by the wildfires and how much they came back. So I'll try to release that over the weekend. It's only going to be 4 or 5 minutes. It'll be a quick one. I might even make it as like under a 3-minute short or something, just so people can just kind of see the damage that was done and how it came back so strong. Here comes some more. It's just crazy. I can't believe how many are coming. That's funny, Wendy. Well, Wendy, now you can watch too, because I got to get rolling. I got some work I got to do. I got to get a bunch of stuff done before I go to my son's house tonight to watch my grandson. So everybody have a great day. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate everybody being here and watching and supporting my channel. Remember, this is going to go public in probably 5-10 minutes. And then if you don't mind, if you want me to run some of your videos, just go in the bottom and just put that down in the comments. I will put you in my pad of paper, and I will continue watching everybody's videos and helping their hours. Everybody have a great day. Be safe. It's almost the weekend. We just got to make it to tomorrow, and then it's the weekend. So everybody have a great day. I will see you in the next one.